Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Renegades React. We are going to be viewing the Ant-Man trailer today, and I take it that everyone's excited for this? Just me?
I'm actually excited for it.
Oh, you are?
It looks really good.
Oh, well.
I mean, I concur with that statement.
I do too. Even though I'm a little upset that Edgar Wright is no longer involved.
Yeah.
I was kind of upset about that, but knowing Marvel, they'll find a way. Okay.
So what you're saying is Marvel Reggie'd Ant-Man?
I think so. I think so. Because when I heard Edgar Wright was working on it, I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
Simon Pegg's going to be Ant-Man.
Well, I didn't know of Simon Pegg,
Right.
but when I heard Paul Rudd was going to be in it, I was like, all right. So they got it. So they're getting a pretty good actor.
When I heard Paul Rudd, I was like, who?
Really?
I knew he was
Judd
in
Apatow ring a bell?
My Idiot Brother. And that was like it.
Oh, boy.
I was like, is that the guy from How I Met Your Mother? What? I'm just kidding.
Same kind. You're thinking of Jason Segel. Too tall to be Ant-Man. He's like 6'6", I think.
Yeah, he's
No,
pretty
I
tall.
was making a
Oh, okay. I get
Ted
it.
Mosby thing.
Okay,
Look-alike.
I get you. Okay,
Anyway.
but here we go.
Are we going? Oh, there he goes.
Yes.
Imagine a soldier the size of an insect.
How big?
The
Size of an
ultimate
insect.
secret weapon.
How big?
If you give God like
Size of an
powers,
ant?
everyone is going to be chaos.
So how do we stop him?
I know a guy.
Everybody always knows a guy. It's like, you need something? I know a guy.
I've been watching you for a while. You're different.
He's
And
different.
I believe everyone deserves a shot at redemption. Do you?
Absolutely. My days of breaking into places and stealing stuff are over. What do you want me to do?
I want you to break into a place and steal some stuff.
Makes sense.
Are you ready to become the hero?
Now, the suit has power. You have to learn how to control it. And these are your greatest allies.
You're kind of cute.
Is Rick
When you're
Moranis in this
small,
movie?
You have super
I
cool
wish.
strength.
Ah,
You like a bullet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you need to know how to punch.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me how to punch.
That's a cheap shot.
That's how you punch.
He,
punch.
he had his hand up like, hit here, not here.
You tried to
Okay,
hide your suit
I'm
from me.
thinking about too much.
Now it's gonna blow up in your face.
Oh, no, it's Dr.
and
Ephraim
destroy
Goodweather.
Everyone you care about.
Oh, snap.
Yellow Jacket.
Heroes.
God, get out of there!
Did you think
No.
you could stop the future? You're just a thief.
So he's Yellow Jacket?
No.
That's his name, right?
Yep, Yellow Jacket.
I know. Wasn't my idea.
I will say
crap.
this: at least they kept Edgar Wright's way of Ant-Man shrinking on camera.
Size
Yeah,
boo.
the shadow.
Oh, that is awesome.
At least they kept that. The shadow effect that Edgar Wright had. I like
Oh,
that.
man.
Okay, a lot of people are mad, very mad about the Ant-Man being Scott Lang instead of it being Hank Pym.
Ah,
Hank Pym is the original Ant-Man.
right.
Well-
Michael Douglas's character.
Yeah,
Here's
Michael,
the thing,
yeah,
though, is
Michael
Hank
Douglas.
Pym was a total butt.
Yeah.
He was an alcoholic. He abused his wife.
And I
Not
think
Catherine.
So, I mean,
Zeta Jones.
yeah, no,
Right.
no, yeah.
You got that?
okay,
right,
a little
right.
too close to real life there.
Yeah. I was talking about like in the comics, but
I
yeah.
know. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But
So he and Tony Starks were like BFFs.
well, pretty much. But
Drinking buddies.
well, the reason I think they went with Scott Lang is because he was a career criminal. He was.
Right.
He'd been a criminal his whole life.
Everybody likes an underdog.
See, I think they did it to retcon the Avengers. Like, well, Hank Pym wasn't there because he was an old man.
Yeah, well, Pym was one of the original founders of the Avengers, wasn't he? He was.
Originally,
Ant-Man
yeah.
And, Wasp, weren't they a part of like the first roster
I believe
of
so.
the Avengers?
Pretty sure.
But from what I've seen from these trailers, I'm very excited because the level that they're going to, with how small he goes and how everything looks.
It looks fantastic. And
Yeah,
I think they
does.
have an appropriate sense of humor because
Right.
it's a superhero called Ant-Man and he shrinks down like that big. So.
Wasn't his idea.
Yeah,
But like, so if you're wearing the suit and you take off the glove, what's going to happen? Like, are you going to be Thing from the Addams Family, like running around? Like, how would you put the glove back on to get small again?
I don't know. Well, the Pym particles are supposed to really go throughout your entire body from a centrifugal point. And
Yeah.
whenever you have the glove off, it shouldn't matter.
right.
And
Then what do you have to leave on to stay small?
Huh? No. It's the one part. It's like the.
I think it's in the belt,
The central point is the belt. Comes from the belt and goes all the way throughout your body
Now-
and makes you smaller.
So does the suit get stronger as he gets smaller?
It's kind of
'Cause-
like compact. It's kind of like compacted how an ant is. It's the human body at that size. You know how bone density is
Yeah.
as it is stands here, versus when we're smaller. They're saying bone density would remain the same. However, the Pym particle, instead of the bone becoming more brittle, it becomes even stronger.
But that's not, like, I'm not worried about the human. I'm worried about the suit.
Oh.
Or, like, does that get stronger as well as the human? Because it's like, why isn't the Flash running around naked? Because all the friction would burn off his suit and stuff.
Well, I think it has to do with.
Maybe the streak.
Well, in the in the comics, they sort of write off the Flash's suit as a frictionless fabric, which doesn't make sense because how would he be able to put it on?
This is
Because if
true.
it doesn't have friction, he couldn't But I don't know.
Oh well,
Good question. Have no idea.
don't know either.
Still looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
That would be bad if you were like in the bathroom drain and like the suit broke and you were like,
Yep.
And you're just like stuck in there, just like, and you can't push
But-
the button.
I would like to point out that in the trailer, it looked like he was sitting in that car and he got the ants to spin that penny, but it looked like he was communicating telepathically. It didn't look like he had the suit on. So do you think his body absorbs the Pym particles and it gives him some
Probably either
Sort
that or he's wearing
some passive
he's wearing
abilities.
the belt the entire time.
or that's totally more likely.
I don't know.
or does he already have that superpower and he just wears the belt to get small?
I don't know.
I can talk to ants.
Awesome superpower, bro.
Well, you
Pick
were
up
just
chicks with at bars all the time.
praising Aquaman.
Literally, you pick them up
While
and they
ago.
carry her out the door.
Right. That's true if you got enough ants. I'm just saying,
I don't knock ants, dude. Ants scare the shit out
yeah,
of me.
they're terrifying.
Do you think they'll have the Superman physics in this movie where like you can totally stop a plane on the pitcher's
Right.
mound
Oh,
and
like,
not
yeah.
punch through it?
I don't know because, if you're that small,
Like those people better be wearing like body
well,
armor.
yeah,
or
it has
he'd be
to
like
because
going through them.
because he was like he ran up the gun and like punched that dude in the face. But if he was that small,
Like he just would have crawled in.
right,
like
it
a-
would have been more likely he would have punctured him instead of actually knocking his head away. So his strength has to be psionic to some extent,
I think so too.
because otherwise he just would have stabbed him with his little
It's like
fist.
I've got this terrible blackhead.
Like he just like
Like a little
goes in a
mini
pore,
puncture
like
wound.
boom, like
Like
the
a
shoulder
little miniature puncture wound. And
shoulder
all
deep
that.
in one of his facial
Yeah,
pores.
that's like a new way of acupuncture.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrifying.
Oh boy.
Could you imagine like punching somebody with really bad acne and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, it's like oh,
Oh, that would be terrible.
it's like oh god, a whitehead.
Yeah. That's nasty.
Yeah.
That is super gross. The things you see on the internet, kids.
Okay, but yeah, that was the Ant-Man trailer, and once again, we are very excited to see it. We're wanting. I mean, I had my doubts about Guardians of the Galaxy and were they blown out of the water, and
I was a little bit.
I was a little worried, but I just got super pumped for that movie from the trailers.
The first trailer, yeah, it's like, okay, this could work.
well, even then, I was still a little bit worried. But it was just such a weird
Premise,
thing to go off
yeah.
of, a weird premise.
Right.
And then they pull it off like that, and it's just like, okay, I get it.
As
yeah.
weird as the premise is, one of the few movies that have an accurate portrayal of what happens to a human body in space.
Yeah,
A
well,
half human body in space.
half human.
But you don't explode. You could survive for about a half a minute.
Yeah.
As long as you hold your breath.
Well,
Yep.
it's true.
Totally
Well, it's true.
normal.
That's not.
Well, there's nothing inhaled, so you just black out. I mean,
Yeah.
But you'd have to hold your breath before you went
Right.
out, so you could.
Well, it will hold it for you. You don't have a choice because there's nothing to.
Yeah.
But if you could survive longer if you hold
Right.
your breath.
Well, yeah, presumably. Well, the cold is really
Like you
what
don't want
does
to
it.
go
Yeah.
and then jump
Yeah.
out the airlock.
Right.
Yeah, well, what you want to do is you want to breathe in and plug up your ears as well. You want to put the noise blockers in your ears, to keep air
Aquaman
from
wouldn't have to put noise
air
blockers
from
in his
escaping your
ears.
ears. I saw that. I've seen that. If you ever found yourself in the void of space to survive longer. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. We hope you have enjoyed this trailer experience, and we'll see you later. Peace out.